Well, it's time to work it on a Wednesday. We have Katie Cotton in studio to tell us a bit how we can transition from summer to fall and how to, prolong that summer glow. Now, Katie, that's something I'm always concerned with. How do I prolong this glow?
I mean, glow is important, and sunscreen is important for all skin tones.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I have it in my moisturizer.
Oh, good.
My moisturizer has sunscreen built into it.
That's good.
You'd be proud.
I am proud. I'm very proud.
And I'm a sunscreen nut job.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
Me too. And I mean, I get really tan in the summer, and that's the hard part about this time of year. Because we are getting into fall, like the pumpkin spice latte comes out and all the Halloween decorations come out. But like here in the South, it's still 80 degrees. So we're not fall yet. So I'm not telling everybody to put away their like coral lip colors or anything like that. But I just want to teach you a little bit about how to prolong the look.
All right.
Now the one thing when we do transition into fall, you might want to consider swapping out your face wash, because you might be using like a clarifying wash, something for oil production, because as it cools down, we will sweat less, we will have less oil production. So makeup does sit differently on our faces. So people think they need to switch out their foundation, but really it might be switching out your face wash and your moisture.
So something creamier, more moisturizing.
A little bit more moisturizing, less of a clarifying type wash, something like that to transition into the fall. And maybe you use your clarifying wash once a week, instead of every single day.
So change your routine as you change the season.
So you don't necessarily have to change your foundation if you have a foundation that you love, but what you do have to change is your colors, because you're losing that summer color. Now, I do tell clients that often, buy two foundation shades. So you've got like your summer shade and your winter shade. And like, and I always mix everything on a plate. So like, this is not just for here. This is like my personal plate from home. It's my little one. I have a bigger one when I'm working with clients. But obviously this color for me right now, I have a little bit of makeup on. I do have my concealer on and a little bit of foundation, but nothing else. But these are clearly like not the same color.
Right.
See that?
Very different.
So anyway, so if I put this on my face right now, it would not be, I gotta have my mirror, I can't see what I'm doing. It would be too light for me. So yes, you can obviously mix your shades that way, but what I like to do is I might have my regular foundation shade that I've put on, and since I've already done a little bit, I don't have to do the whole thing. But
we see that.
Then I would take just the darker shade, your summer at most tan shade.
You're a magician, Katie.
And then you just tap it into all the areas around your face.
Almost like a highlighter.
Almost like a bronzer.
A bronzer.
Which I don't use lots.
So you can kind of go in and just bring some of that summer color, prolong your summer shade, prolong that darkest tan of you, and bring it in, and just kind of hit those points where you would have been tan, where you would have been sunburned, and it would have turned into a
look
tan.
how your cheekbones just came out.
It just really pops the cheekbones. It's a great way to continue that bronzy look when the bronzer and all that isn't as popular in the fall and winter. We definitely go into our blush mode in the winter.
So Katie, we have about a minute left. What else you want to hit with this?
Well, and you can do that with like a liquid bronzer as well. But my other life hack is I love getting a really thin foundation. I'm going to use a different brush so you can really see how thin this foundation is. This is the Studio Radiance by MAC, but I mean, like, it is thin. It's practically see-through. So this is another great way if you don't have that darker shade and you're just picking up a color, because this is obviously going to be even darker, because this is not my shade in the summer. This is my shade no time. This is my shade.
That's my shade.
Makeup.
That's almost my shade over there.
But like you can do it that way as well. And then I love a liquid blush. This is the Rare Beauty one. I like to tap it on the back of my hand because it is pungent.
Now, why do you prefer a liquid blush over a powder brush?
Well, it's going to really mold into the skin a lot better. It looks a lot more fluid. If you feel like you get too much, you can go right back in with that other brush and kind of like just tap on top. Smooth it out. But when you get in those winter, colder months, that moisture is going to be
you want that. It gives you some dew.
It gives you that little dew, a little glow, makes it look good, gives you some hydration, and won't dry out your skin.
And you always look great. A fresh beat on live morning television. Only Katie Cotton. Katie, they can go to cottonrougeandcompany.com to find out more about you planning those weddings, events. Katie's your girl.
We'll be busy this winter and fall. Fall is our busy season for weddings. So
awesome. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate it for working it with us on a Wednesday.